hours to go for counting. Parties ready, plan B. Resort politics takes center stage.
उनके ऊपर प्रेशर रहेगा ये लोगों का, खोके वालों का, तो सबकी रहने की व्यवस्था एक होटल में एक जगह पर करने की योजना हम बना रहे हैं.
I'm absolutely firm and clear that it is going to be the Mahayuti that is coming to power. और इनकी तो नैया डूब चुकी है, शायद इस वजह से उनके पास कोई बयान नहीं बचे और ये वैसे विवादक बयान देते रहे.
Alliances focus on keeping flock intact.
और इनकी सरकार जाने को है, इसलिए ये लोग शायद हेलीकॉप्टर ये सब इसलिए बुक करा रहे हैं क्योंकि इनको पता है कि जब हारेंगे तो जनता इनको पूरा जो लेखा जोखा है वो कर देगी और इसलिए उनको भागने की जरूरत पड़ेगी.
Maha verdict, Maha churn.
Resorts are being booked right now. You've got choppers, planes, all on standby, and that's because both the Mahayuti and the Maha Vikas Aghadi are on edge. Counting day is tomorrow. We're hours away from knowing who Maharashtrians have chosen, but it could go down to the wire, in which case you've got plan B being readied by both sides. So expect a whole lot of political fireworks in the state of Maharashtra, at least going by what's been happening in the last few hours, with allegations of horse trading already coming up, with MLAs being told that if you win, candidates being told if you win, you will be kept in a resort, so the opponent can't go ahead and reach you or contact you. All of this is playing out before counting day in Maharashtra.
Hours before the crucial counting day, the political heat in Maharashtra is rising. Shiv Sena UBT MP Sanjay Raut has sparked a storm, revealing plans to keep MLAs at a resort to avoid poaching by the ruling Mahayuti.
160-165 तक हम विधायक हमारे चुन कर आएंगे. मुंबई में आने के बाद उनके लिए रहने के लिए जगह नहीं है, कहाँ रहेंगे वो, भागम भाग होगी. उनके ऊपर प्रेशर रहेगा ये लोगों का, खोके वालों का, तो सबकी रहने की व्यवस्था एक होटल में एक जगह पर करने की योजना हम बना रहे हैं.
Mahayuti leaders, on the other hand, are confident of a landslide.
The people who have the audacity to talk about no jihad are the ones who have been propagating vote jihad, liquor jihad, and all kinds of ill practices during election. It is going to be the Mahayuti that is coming to power. और इनकी तो नैया डूब चुकी है, शायद इस वजह से उनके पास कोई बयान नहीं बचे और ये वैसे विवादक बयान देते रहे.
If the results are hung, the political parties won't have much time to waste. With the elections in state delayed, it means a government has to be formed within 3 days. The Maharashtra Assembly's 5-year term officially ends on November 26. Article 172 of the Constitution requires a new government to be sworn in by then. If not, precedence rule looms large, giving the centre direct control over state administration under Article 356. Amid the buzz, Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi leaders went into a huddle to strategize for the post-poll scenario. Mahayuti leaders are looking at whether the BJP will cross the critical 90-seat mark. The BJP's performance is key to deciding who will lead the state next. Both fronts are eyeing rebels and independents. Small parties like Prahar Janshakti, BVA and MNS are expected to tilt towards Mahayuti in case of a hung assembly. Counting takes place on Saturday. A victory for Mahayuti will help BJP bury the ghost of the Lok Sabha polls in which the party failed to win majority on its own. A victory for MVA will give the opposition a new lease of life after a huge setback they suffered in Haryana. Bureau Report, India Today.
Okay, let's bring in Rajdeep Sardesai, who's going to be live with you from 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, getting you all the updates live on counting day. Rajdeep, good evening. With all that's playing out right now in Maharashtra, what do you think will be parties' plan B, essentially, in case of a hung assembly? And other smaller parties, Rajdeep, in Maharashtra that could perhaps play the role of kingmaker in such a circumstance?
Yes, I do believe that most parties are aware of the fact that, who knows, Maharashtra could well throw up a hung assembly. So they are preparing for a plan B, despite what the pollsters are saying, some pollsters giving a clear win to the Mahayuti. I spoke a short while ago to Prakash Ambedkar, the leader of the Vanchit Bahujan, and he said, mark my words, people like me will decide who forms the next government. He's already made it clear that he will support anyone who's in a position to form a government. There are others too, smaller parties and independents who have been contacted. I am told by both the major formations, there could be BJP rebels who win, as well as a few Congress and NCP rebels. So my own sense is that for all the bravado that the parties are putting up, there is a sense of nervousness and anxiety, given the fact that there were so many multipolar contests in Maharashtra, and therefore neither side is taking any chances and will make every effort to contact the independents and smaller parties and bring them to their side at the earliest, if, and of course that's a big if Maharashtra throws up a hung assembly.
You're saying, Rajdeep, no, nobody's taking any chances, but seeing the trends or seeing the exit polls, seeing the voter turnout, which camp do you think is going into tomorrow feeling more confident?
It's my view that seeing the trends, I do believe that the Mahayuti must feel more confident. At least 8 out of 10 surveys have put them well ahead of the Vikas Aghadi. Even in a hung assembly situation, they may have 10, 15 more seats. And I think whichever alliance has more seats at the end of the day will be in pole position. But having said that, Sharad Pawar has just claimed that the Mahavikas Aghadi will get 157 seats, and that's very precise. Apparently, he's done a seat-by-seat calculation with his allies. So I think the Mahavikas Aghadi is hopeful. The Mahayuti is a little bit more confident. That's the sense I get.
Okay, all right. Rajdeep, we'll be looking forward, of course, to your coverage starting 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. So don't forget to tune in. Rajdeep will be live in a state that he knows best on counting day. Thanks very much, Rajdeep, for joining us with your insight on what to really expect tomorrow. Of course, we're not going to go out there, put any predictions out, make any guesses of what to expect. But in hours from now, all of that suspense will come to an end. Like I said, right now, every single party is focused on Plan B. And let's get you a news break coming in on that. The Mahayuti clearly is now reaching out to smaller parties, reaching out to independents. Ramdas Athawale has confirmed that yes, we're in touch with several independents. If the need arises, the Mahayuti will be relying on the support of independents, on the support of smaller parties as well, like the MNS, like the BVA. They're hoping that all of them will join, and if there's a need, will boost their numbers as well. Athawale is saying very clearly that we're in touch with the independents, and if it's a close contest, we won't have a problem in ensuring that the numbers are on our side.
जिस तरह एग्जिट पोल की रिपोर्ट आ रही है उसके मुताबिक महायुति सरकार बना सकती है, इसी तरह की रिपोर्ट है। हम बहुत सारे इंडिपेंडेंट लोगों के संपर्क में हैं जो हमारी अलायंस पार्टनर्स है हमारे, उनके साथ हम संपर्क में है और हमें सरकार बनाने में कोई दिक्कत आएगी नहीं। महायुति की सरकार जरूर महाराष्ट्र में बनेगी और जो वादे हमने किए हैं वो वादे पूरा करने का काम हमारी सरकार करेगी।
Okay, let's bring in Saurabh Vakhtania, who's joining us live from Mumbai with more details on this. Saurabh, I'm sure you're geared up for tomorrow, but today itself, you're seeing a lot of preps taking place. You've got both the Mahayuti and Aghadi planning on what they will do if there's a situation of a hung assembly. Let's talk first about the Aghadi, Saurabh, and what they've been doing. There's been a virtual meet that we hear has been held, and all candidates, we're being told, who win will be rushed to Mumbai. Can you confirm that for us?
So, well, in the Mahavikas Aghadi, especially if we speak about the UBT Sena, they feel that they have more chances that they might, their MLAs might break, and therefore what they're planning is, like Sanjay Raut in the morning also said, that they're planning that by tonight they will be booking an hotel in Mumbai. They are saying that their hotel will be itself in Mumbai only, and once the results start coming out tomorrow afternoon, by that time they'll ask their MLAs, the winning MLAs, to shift to Mumbai by late evening. This is what the planning is, UBT Sena. The same which will be likely happening for the Congress as well. The sources are clearly telling us that same might happen with Congress as well. No decision has been taken for the NCP as of now, because it's a very interesting situation as of now, because in the last couple of years we have seen that how there has been shift of MLAs. There have been two parties which have split into two, and therefore there are very much fear in the party itself that their MLAs might shift and there may be chances of horse trading as well.
Is that
but
the case in Mahayuti also? Saurabh, is Mahayuti
right now,
also getting resorts ready, getting to move, ready to move all of their winning candidates to Mumbai?
They might take, Shiv Sena is actually planning, here also this side Shiv Sena is planning. There are no information about BJP and the NCP of Ajit Pawar, but yes, they might plan, because by afternoon around there will be a sort of picture which will be clear, that because there are several surveys which have happened, and most of them are giving a very, not a huge edge, but a very slight edge to Mahayuti. I was talking to one of the top leaders in Mahayuti, what they feel right now, what they are confident is, Akshita, they are saying that we are confident around 150 to 160. So they are also not expecting a winning by a huge margin.
Yeah,
I was speaking
close,
to
and
one
that's
of the
why,
top
you know, if numbers move here and there, they will be in trouble. Saurabh, we're going to connect with you tomorrow during our counting day coverage. Thanks very much for joining us with all of those updates. I'll just leave you with this picture of what exit polls really have predicted for Maharashtra and why there is all of this talk about horse trading, about Plan Bs, because of the numbers that are coming to the fore. Now, these are, in fact, several exit polls that we're looking at right now. First, as far as Sea-Water is concerned, of the 288 seats, 61 seats Sea-Water has declared are too close to call. So the Mahayuti at 112, the Aghadi at 104, others at 11. That's 61 seats. It could go either way, which means the whole picture could just change. Today's Chanakya predicts 175 plus for Mahayuti, cut or minus 11, similar of 100 for Aghadi, plus or minus 11, 13 others. In such a case, today's Chanakya is giving a much larger number to the Mahayuti. Besides them, you've got the People's Pulse also saying 175 to 195. So these are on the higher end for Mahayuti. Metriz is saying 150 to 170 for the Mahayuti, 110 to 130 for MVA, others at 8 and 10. So that particularly is also close. People's Pulse, as I said, 175 to 195 for the Mahayuti. So this right here, People's Pulse is giving the highest number for Mahayuti. MVA at 85 to 112. PMark is saying 137 to 157 for the Mahayuti, whereas for the Aghadi at 126 to 146. You have Lok Shahi and Bhaskar numbers as well, hovering around the 125 to 140 mark, in which case, if these numbers hold, you're going to see a very close fight where it goes down to the wire. This is what the exit polls have predicted. You can see it's a very thin, close, in fact, edge to the Mahayuti, which is why both sides right now are on tenterhooks, watching very closely what happens tomorrow. Of course, the trends will come in by about 11, 12. You should have a clear picture of which one of these pollsters are getting it right, if they have at all. We will, of course, be getting you all the latest updates starting 6 a.m. tomorrow. Our non-stop rolling coverage on counting day will kick off.